Welcome, folks, to Gordium, where we generate, evaluate, and execute on startup ideas. Sorry for the pause. I've said welcome forks before, and I was pretty close there. I didn't quite say forks, but it was not folks either.
I think that should now just be your thing.
Welcome forks.
Well, no, just get
botchy.
progressively weirder. Welcome spoons.
Just come up with strange. I don't think I have to try. I am terrible at this introduction. I think I've muffed it every time.
Yeah.
Today this is our third recording, and I think each time I have muffed it up somehow.
Yeah. So all you butter knives listening, this one goes for you.
All you butter knives. Today we're cracking open the idea vault and really giving you some of our best ideas today. Well, really our best problems, the most important ones. Today that problem is transporting fish is not fun. Okay, so my fiance has a fish named the Prince, and she moved to Los Angeles. I just moved to Los Angeles, but before then, whenever I'd have to go anywhere, I'd have to transport the Prince to someone for fish sitting because he would die if I left him alone in my apartment. I later did discover long-term food, so it'll last like 7 to 10 days. So I didn't have to move him as much after that. But I have done many a trip with a fish bowl in the car, and it is not fun for the Prince, I can tell you that, nor is it fun for me or anyone else involved. So there's just got to be a solution. Because, the problem, I'm trying to think. Let's think about some levers here, Neil.
Yeah.
To this problem, right?
Water sloshes.
Yep. Road quality sucks. So I guess you have tanks are open. They have openings. That's one lever. They've got a problem there. Water is, I don't know, like
a liquid.
Water is a liquid. Yeah, like liquids are hard to transport, really.
Yeah.
Like liquids in general are hard to transport, which is why drinks are so expensive, like kombucha and stuff like that. It's not actually the fact that it's expensive in enough of itself to make. It's hard to transport. But yeah. Tanks are open. There's openings. Roads are bad. Like.
Yeah. Well, and then also fish aren't used to traveling.
Yeah, like fish are not fans of travel.
Yeah, I mean,
not really made.
Like, no animal really is, happy the first time you put them in a car. Like,
yeah.
Cars are just not natural.
Yeah, like cars in particular. And this kind of goes for all animals. Like, yeah, I live in Los Angeles, my family's in the Midwest, and I have a dog. And it's like, what do I do with my dog? He's 70 pounds, planes won't take him. Trains won't take him. So then I'm left with the car if I want to take him anywhere. And then I actually dug into this, Neil. Transatlantic pet travel or trans-Pacific, very challenging as well. Your best shot is a cruise ship that only has like 20 spots and books out like 2 years in advance. It's wild. So yeah, pets and travel in general is bad. So I wonder if there's like a tank closing solution. Like that's one type. Like I've used saran wrap many a time. How do you spell saran wrap?
I believe SIRAN.
Saran wrap. I think like a double lock top, like with air holes, would be ideal. Like if it had one section, if it was kind of like divided, so like if it, I'm trying to think of how I
Like
might.
if you like imagine if there was, an incompressible gel that sat on top of the water that still allowed air to diffuse, that would mean that the water could never slosh around.
Yep. Or it would be like a dam system, essentially. Like locks to hold water
You
in.
mean
Let,
DAM.
oh, you're right. A dam system. So yeah, so we could do a tank closing solution. Most fish don't survive to freezing, so you can't freeze the fish bowl. That would also
think
take a long
We
time.
just I wonder, well, no, they still like how much of the water could you gellify before they get angry at you?
Yeah, you could gellify part of the water, like solves the liquid problem.
Mhm.
I think like smooth roads. Michigan roads suck.
Yeah.
My car, like smooth roads, Michigan roads suck. Or you could also say like smooth suspension
Mhm.
on a car solves a lot of problems.
But then there's also the turning. You could have like a
Oh,
whole gyro system that will always, it will rotate the fishbowl so that it's always, you know, um, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I think I had another idea. Oh, you could decrease the size. Like tanks are big, like like a cup size fish transport system, which could just be a styrofoam cup. Styrofoam actually would work really well for this. This is what we were gonna do before Liv's family volunteered to take the fish. Because the styrofoam cup is going to preserve temperature, because you got to keep temperature sensitivity going on, while providing some kind of opening
Yeah.
with a lid makes sense because you can still have air get in there.
Yeah.
Just might not work forever.
Yeah.
Or you could have a car fish tank. And so interestingly enough, Grand Tour or Top Gear, the TV show, has taken on this challenge. They failed miserably. One of them, he built a fish tank in the back of his car. He converted what do you call it? A station wagon into a fish tank.
Oh, good.
And the seal broke. And then every time he stopped, water would cascade over him. And all the fish died because he couldn't keep the temperature controlled.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. So it just wasn't very good. But like in Top Gear / Grand Tour. I think that's all I have for right now. I
Yeah.
think the gyro system is interesting just in general. There's a lot of things that would benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any problem like this is similar to? I feel like moving. For every movement, there's a counter movement. It's kind of the fundamental problem here.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's more inertia, but hey, one of Newton's,
Something.
laws of motion is pretty much every other one.
Knowledge movement. That's recordings. I almost want to do a transport. Do we have a transport? I feel like autonomous cars might make this interesting. Maybe that's one. Autonomous cars, that's a solution.
Yeah.
So like better at smooth driving and free you up to act as a gyroscope. Like your arms could.
Yeah. I want to choose the fish transport mode. Perfect.
We need to petition Elon to add. They have a
Yeah.
pet mode. They have a climate controlled pet mode.
Yeah, we need a fish transport mode.
Yeah.
Where they bump acceleration down really low.
There we go. Perfect. Solved.
Solved.
All right, you ready to do some stage ratings?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
My motivation is 0.
I don't own a fish anymore, so mine is also 0.
Hey, look at that. We know what its category is.
Yes, we do. Speed to failure. I think it's actually. I think I have my rating.
Yeah, I'll give it a 1.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You
give
give
it a
it a
2.
2. Yeah.
I think this could be done very quickly. Now, fish might die, which
Yes, I'm not
like.
sure ethically. I want.
Yeah, the speed to failure is low, but the ethical cost to these actions is very high.
Cannot promise no animal testing.
No, you can't. Well, and I was in a different situation with the prince. It was either before I knew of the existence of long-term food, it was either let him die or transport him in the car.
Yeah.
And so, but that was forced.
Yeah.
Okay, impact. I have my rating.
I give a 0.
I similarly give a 0. Just people don't transport their fish. I don't know what people do when they go on vacation with their fish.
Well, I'm guessing
know-
the kind of people who have fish also have, cats and dogs, and they just get their neighbor to look after it.
I'm still gonna throw a question there.
That's
What
fair.
do people with fish do on vacation? I think it's also complicated with lots of fish.
Yeah.
Because then you have the ethical problem of them eating each other,
Yeah.
That's that, yeah. So, all right, folks, on that joyous note, where this is going to be a nod our not now, and with a nod to Top Gear on that bombshell, it's time for us to end. Thank you, folks. Have a good one.